What is up, guys? It is Riley Reviews back again with another video here. Today, we are going to be taking a little trip down memory lane and looking at the past years of Hot Toys Star Wars May 4th announcements and just see which ones were the bangers and which ones were misses up throughout the years. It's going to be a lot of fun and also give some predictions for this upcoming year, which is very exciting. Let's go. Okay, guys, so we're not going to waste any time here. I'm already starting it off the bat. If you do enjoy the content, though, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. We are almost at that 2,000 sub mark. Let's go, guys. But number 3, I am going with May 4th, 2021, a year ago. The past, actually 2 years ago. Gosh, time flies. It's crazy. 2 years ago, we got this May 4th, and I am unfortunately putting it last on the list because we only have 3 to go through. This is the last one, number 3. Honestly, guys, I'm going to be just completely honest. I feel like this was a very just kind of underwhelming year. I really do think so. This was my first year collecting. I started collecting in 2021. And May 4th is always just like such an exciting time to be a Star Wars fan. I mean, you guys know, smash the like button. If May 4th, you're going to go crazy and binge watch Star Wars movies. I think that's what we all really do. And this one, guys, I'm telling you, just when it comes to announcing stuff, you always want those hype announcements. And I feel like this one was very underwhelming, kind of more so catered to the Mandalorian, but the Blurrg, like, really, guys? The Blurrg? Come on, Hot Toys for a May 4th. I don't think people were clamoring for a Blurrg. And then we get the accessory Grogu when we have a million Grogus already, which is kind of hilarious now, being just because every single figure comes with a Grogu. But Echo was also a pretty good one, like I'd say, but it's not one of those like legacy characters. Like everything here was pretty just like kind of basic, kind of like, I mean, Echo, he's a pretty iconic. I don't know why I'm saying that. I love Clone Wars. Sorry I said that. I know Clone Wars fans just got hurt me saying that. But Echo he's cool, but not like one where the whole internet's gonna explode. And then Stormtrooper, that's just a Stormtrooper. Like, I don't know, guys. Was really underwhelmed and bummed out with this May 4th. Feel like it could have been way hyped, and I feel like Hot Toys kind of learned from that because we're gonna talk about the next. And also, shout out before I say this, shout out to the 6 Scale 501st for making these cards with all the announcements that's happened. I found it on Facebook, so want to make sure to shout them out there. 6 Scale 501st. It's out on 6 Scale Network. But here nor there. Number 2, guys, May 4th, 2020. Honestly, I'm putting it at number 2 because it was pretty good. Like it will obviously isn't nowadays where we get like 4 or 5 announcements because obviously Star Wars is a lot more hype. But for 2020, getting an Empire Strikes Back Vader, that's pretty iconic. And I'm talking about having iconic stuff. Like, come on, guys, this is pretty hype. This is pretty hype. I'm not gonna lie. And then we get the kind of, I feel like, almost like an underrated figure, the Kenner version of Boba Fett, which is kind of cool. Like, I really think this is a unique taste of just Boba Fett's because we have like a million, but this one was kind of more different in a sense. I mean, obviously it's the same armor, but the coloring is very cool. It kind of gives me that animated vibe from, I think, yeah, it's the animated anniversary or something where he's like $800 or $700. He's crazy, but this one's also a little high on the aftermarket. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, I just feel like this year was not too bad, honestly, for, Star Wars wasn't at the greatest place. I mean, up until the Mando came out, and then now we have it the next years with all these Mando stuff. But I'd say, yeah, not too bad of a year. Just kind of fun to look back at this. It's kind of crazy because I didn't collect in 2020, so I didn't even know that this got announced on May 4th, if I'm being honest. So pretty cool to see. And Empire Strikes Back being a 40th anniversary is obviously super important to a lot of collectors out there. So it was nice of Hot Toys to do that. I think they really hit the mark on that one. So shout out to them there. But I'm going number 1. You guys know what number 1 is going to be. If you're a later toys collector, when this day happened, this night happened, I think the whole internet was just after hour, we were getting these pretty banger announcements, I would say. I mean, I'm a pretty cool guy. Maybe it's not as important to a lot of people out there, but to me at least, I feel like they really they struck out last year, because there was just so many. There were so many hype announcements in one night. This was all, I believe, I'm pretty sure, yeah, in one night. They teased the C-3PO and R2-D2 a couple of weeks before, but then they've just dropped this all in one night, and I think everyone was going wild. We were doing live streams. I remember I was on Instagram Live. Shout out to anyone who was in those, but I was just freaking out going, let's go, getting hyped. Let's freaking go, guys, because, guys, this is really awesome. Come on, let's be honest. And I mean, the Clone Trooper, pretty iconic. C-3PO and R2, clearly iconic. And then some other, maybe a little bit more generic ones. I mean, a battle droid, you could say that's a little iconic. I mean, a lot of people were waiting for a battle droid. I know a lot of people still are. So when that gets released, it's going to be a army builders out there are gonna have a lot of fun. So I'd say, yeah, number one spot's taking the 20. I said 2023. I said 2023, guys. This is come on. Shove me in the comments right now. Come on, I need to be better than that. Time is flying. That's just all I'm saying. This is why I'm thinking the future. I'm just thinking crazy right now. But 2022, as it shows in the middle, I'm gonna change the banner. But yeah, I'd say as the years go by, you can clearly see Hot Toys are like, okay, we need to get stronger, make some more bangers, because the year prior was Mando one and Grogu, and it was kind of a bummer. But this one was an absolute banger. So that is my top 3 list for all the previous years. But now we're going to talk about some predictions for this year, because I feel like it's going to be an out of this world. I think it's going to be the best one yet. I think it's going to take the number 1 spot, as we just showed. But I'm going to talk about the predictions, what I think is going to come. We're going to start off with this one right here. I think we're going to get this. Clone fans, you guys already know this. This is Art Captain Fordo. He is in the 20th anniversary clone of the actual television series. It was 2D, so it wasn't obviously like the Clone Wars later ones we got, but it was a pretty cool show. And I'd say, I think Hot Toys they're just waiting to make this, because clones, to them, they make it and they know it makes money, clearly, because they've had so many clone announcements these past few years. So I think that this will be a really good one. And clearly we have the 20th anniversary of Clone Wars, so it fits perfect for this television show. If you guys didn't know, we actually got the General Kenobi, which is an absolute banger announcement. I mean, they could have waited till May 4th to do that. That's a legacy character. People were going crazy. I think it was just at the start of 2023 when they did that. So we got one on the docket for 20th anniversary. Hopefully we get some more clones, because, hey, it's Clone Wars. You got to have some clone love in there. So I am hopefully waiting for that. Hopefully they mix in the Clone Wars television series, because I know this is different to that. So if they can give us if they can give us a 5s and Echo in their arc armor, whew, I know people out there. Comment down below. You are waiting for that, because I know there's people out there. And just comment down below your predictions for this latest year. I always like hearing what you guys have to say, so drop it down below. But that is my first prediction. We're going to get into another one, which might be a little spicy. It might get a little spicy, because very controversial. I think this might happen, guys. I'm telling you. Come on. Let's get hyped. Come on, guys. We're throwing the human party. Come on. We got to throw a party, because I think this could happen. I really do think so. Hot Toys, if you guys didn't know, have been just throughout the years showing a lot more love and appreciation for Star Wars. And I feel like, I know people say it, Han Solo, Harrison Ford hates Star Wars. He doesn't like his likeness being spread. I don't know, guys. I don't think that's it. I really do think that they're saving this. They're going to do a Han and Chewie. I don't know if it'll be a 2-pack, because who knows at this point, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I just personally think that this is a likely possibility. I really do think so. It might be a little crazy. I know they did an R2 and C-3PO last year, and those were iconic, so I just don't doubt that they do a Return of the Jedi. You slap the 40th box part packaging. These would sell like hotcakes. So many people would pick up a Han and Chewie. It would be so much money for Hot Toys. So to me, hopefully it does happen. I'm not going to say it's a guarantee, obviously, because they haven't done a Han and Chewie in ages, but I really want a Chewie so badly. I like Han as well, obviously, but Chewbacca is in desperate need for updates. The original ones, I had the original, it didn't do it for me, guys. We need a more accurate, we need better, like the rooting on obviously the fur. We need some better fur, guys, because yeah, it just didn't work for me. Hopefully we get an updated Chewbacca, maybe a Black Chrysanthemum as well. I know people want that, but so many things to come for this year, which is pretty exciting. There's just TV shows now. We got movies, legacy movies with Return of the Jedi, a lot of fun stuff. And you know what? We're going to cut this video on this, because the most probably controversial pick that I have as a prediction, can you guys guess it? I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds. Drop it down in the comments. What do you think my number 1 prediction is for this upcoming year of 2023? It's one that's been, talked about for months. Hot Toys have teased it. I'll just say that. Is it going to happen? I think it might happen. I think Hot Toys are waiting for that May 4th. And I'm going to put this, because shout out to 6 Scale Cantina. I say yes. I think it can happen, guys. I mean, like we said, Hot Toys show it nonstop. They always show this vehicle. So I feel like, I don't know why I'm saying that, but at the same time, they did show like Batmobiles. They've showed Jedi Starfighters, and it never ever happened. But I feel like Mando is so big, and just Disney with Star Wars as a whole right now is very big. And this N1 Starfighter is super iconic to a lot of people out there. And I think that people would pull the trigger on it. I don't think it would be that expensive. Probably, I really think it'd be under $1,000. I don't think it'd be over $1,000. I think that'd be crazy if Hot Toys did that. It'll probably be like 850, 900, I'd say. Maybe more than that. But I really do think that this can happen, guys. I mean, just it's the Mandalorian. You compare them with it. The vehicle is super. I mean, I get it. It's huge. They're going to have to figure out how the packaging goes. That's another thing that people say, like, Hot Toys would never do that. So I totally get why people would say no to this, but I'm just going to hold out that faith. May 4th. Just think about the world when this shows up as an announcement from Hot Toys on May 4th. The world would go insane. I mean, we got the Hasbro one and people were going wild for that. Think about a 6-scale version of this. And I think the hype would be there and people would buy it personally. But we're going to cut it there, guys. I feel like that was a really fun video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Like I said, we're almost at 1,900. We've been going. I've just been pumping out content for you guys because I love doing it. This is an amazing community. And hopefully Star Wars fans out there are watching this. And if you did enjoy it, obviously, let me know in the comments below what your predictions are because there's so many to go through. I just gave you some pretty crazy ones that may not happen, but you know, it's all in good fun. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.